All right, Kimmi, you waited 15 years for the second chance. I'm curious, first of all, how many times have you watched your season on DVD?
Since I got it in Australia, I watched it one time with my boys. And the funny thing is I watched it about a month before CBS called me and asked me if I would come back for second chances.
So it was meant to be.
I think so.
Did you ever think that you would get this call to come back?
My first season.
I was hopeful, and I was like, look, I got everybody else from Australia. They're running out of players, so they're going to have to.
It was such a good season.
Yeah, my dad always thought that I would get the call back, and I was like, that's okay. And I was really excited about it. I was like, she's good.
You and Jeff Varner came back, but you didn't have a lot of scenes with him on the show, or any at all.
No.
Was that kind of a bummer that you didn't get
to play with him? Yeah, I mean, it would have been great to play with Varner. I mean, everybody thought that we were so hostile towards each other, and
time heals all.
I haven't seen the guy in 14 years, but we were accused of canoodling on page 6 of the New York Times Post like 14, 15 years ago, so we obviously forget about what happened and stuff. I would have loved to have seen him. Just because so many of the people out there had like a security blanket as somebody that they whether it was someone that they met from a charity event or Survivor reunion or their castmates. And so there was a lot of people that had previous relationships, and Jeff and I being out there, I think that it would have made a little bit.
And I'm gonna have to go and feed everybody.
Who from your season are you still in touch with? Is there anyone that you're friendly with? Christmas cards?
I talk to Scoopin once in a while. I'll talk to Roger Bingham once in a while. Varner through the years we've always like Facebook messages throughout time. I'll talk to Jervis from the first season. But once I had kids and I left in New York, I just kind of lost touch with the whole Survivor scene because my boys are 7 and 9 now. And I'm in Texas. I'm in Houston. So it's a little bit different than a lot of events that were going on in New York.
What about this person? Who do you think
people always traveling to New York to visit? So I didn't really get to.
Well, fast forward to the finale tonight. You were on the jury and you voted for Jeremy Herr to win. Actually, it was unanimous. It was 10-0. So what was it about Jeremy that made you vote for him to win the $1 million?
From the beginning, Jeremy was my family out there, and I was buying on strong. He and I on day one, and I said, I want to make my boys proud, and I want to be God to me. And I always respected him and enjoyed him. I mean, we had a good time out there. But at some point it comes, it's tough. When I voted for him,
that was the right move.
It was, okay, I'm not here for the buy-on family anymore. I'm here for the cabinet. And it's a tough decision, but, I went out there for me, not for anybody else. But if it couldn't be me, out of those 3 people, absolutely.
Even though you got voted out during that crazy tribal council, that was the right move, because I think you were 4th on that list. So, when the person at the bottom realizes they're on the bottom, they have to do something.
I knew that I was on the bottom, but there were so many people in that voting hall. And Eliza, people would come and go, but Jeremy and I had never left that beach. We had, with all the tribe squads, Jeremy and I and Fishback were always on Buy-on Beach. So at that point, me and Jeremy had been there for 36 days. So we had our family time together where we sit and talk about our family and let ourselves miss our kids and, just talk to each other. So we had that. It was a special, special time. And
I watch it.
I love it. But there comes a time when I had to look out for me. And this was the time to make that move because I had people that would do it. Because Tasha wasn't going to do it, and Spencer wasn't going to do it.
As one of the original players from season 2, this show is 15, 16 years old, 31 seasons. Why do you think it's so popular? I don't think it'll go. It's never going anywhere. I think it's going to keep going.
I think it's popular because there is always going to be somebody on that cast that a person in the general population can identify with. Whether it be your age, your demographic, you know, where you're located. There's somebody that represents almost every walk of life on the show. So people have somebody that they can identify with and root for, cheer for. And
Thank you, I will.
I think that's why it does well, because the audience can see themselves being there and they get that personal connection with somebody.
I know.
Wow. Thanks a lot, Kimmi. Well, I think I was your last one. Is there anything you wanted to say but no one asked?
You know what? I don't even know anymore. I feel
you're
like I'm
time for
back out,
bed.
and it's like, oh my gosh, you know, it just, I don't even know.
It's a blur.
I just had, yes, it was a blur. It was a wild ride. I was very grateful to all the fans that voted me back. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, I mean, it was a dream of mine that came true because of people believing in me. Or just wanted to watch me making a fool of myself. You know, one or the other. I'll take it. I don't care why you voted for me, but I got there. But, I mean, I'm grateful for that, and I just, you know, I'm just nervous to see how my family reacts because I haven't seen them yet. So I want to, you know, I want my boys to know that I did my best.
Well, thanks a lot, Kimmi. It was
Thank
great
you.
watching you again. All these